technology. So this is actually what the campus looks like. So this is St. Elizabeth Ann. This is the building. So we primarily use the back part of the building. So if you look in the back, you can see we have a nice, huge blacktop area. That's where we like to put out like the basketball courts. We have go-karts. They can do hula hooping, anything that has to do with blacktop. Sometimes they play kickball, things like that. They also have the little grass area there. That's where we do all our water activities. We love water activities at Crew Bellmore. We probably go through 1,000 water balloons in a summer, but you know, everybody loves it and we love to get involved, including all the staff members. It's really a lot of fun. We have sprinklers, water balloons. We will be having some type of water inflatable this year. And if you look to the back part, we do go over across the street to the field that's in the back there. You'll see it. And that's where we also have them do what's called soccer shots. It's something that the campers can sign up for. If anybody has any questions at any time, you can either like unmute yourself or you can share it in the chat. Tracy is monitoring it for me. So arrival and dismissal. So on the blacktop area, that back blacktop area is where we have arrival and dismissal. So you would come in that back gate in the morning to drop off. You pull up just like you see in the picture. You're going to pull up. Your campers are going to stay in the car. One of the crew members is going to come over and do a temperature check right there. We log all the temperatures. And a wellness screening while the camper is in the car. Once we get the temperature reading, they can come out of the car and another staff member will give them sanitizer to put on their hands, and then they will be escorted inside to what we call their hubs, which is where they're going to be with their group leader and the other campers in their group. Dismissal is the same exact way. You would come in, you would pull up. We do ask definitely at least for the first few weeks that you bring photo, or whoever is picking up your camper brings photo ID. We have to check them for the safety and well-being of all the campers on our campus. There's also a place in your Camp in Touch account that you can go ahead and sign up whoever you would like to be able to pick up your child, and they would have to bring ID as well. So they will have their mask on, they'll get sanitizer, they'll be escorted to the car. We'll give you a brief overview of how their day will be, and then you can go. So it's literally like a valet service. You literally drive up, drop off, and then when you come to pick up, you pick them up, and right there, we get them in the car and they're good to go. We usually have the same crew, so to say, at arrival and drop off. So you'll see as the summer goes along, the staff really knows who belongs to who and cars, but you can also put your camper's name like a plaque up in the top of your car for pickup to make it easier. So 2020, I have to say, you know, for us over at Crew Bellmore, really, you know, and across all campuses, you know, with the COVID guidelines in place, you know, we had 0 cases of transmission of COVID for the whole operating 8 weeks. And Crew Bellmore, we really had an outstanding summer. You know, the campers and the crew, you know, all got involved. You know, we did a lot of water things, like I like to say, and the crew is out there every day. They were checking schedules to see, you know, what activities we had going on campus. And it really was a great summer overall. Probably one of the best summers since, you know, Crew Bellmore.
Just one thing to add, Heather, the screenings will be done online before you get to camp every day.
Ah, okay. So that works well, kind of what the school system does now.
Yeah.
Perfect. So we are very, 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 did I say very excited about summer 2021 at Crew Bellmore. Actually, this is a group of our actual campers with the Queen Stepper group that came. They were really great to see. The kids and the campers had a lot of fun. During this program, we have a lot of activities that are coming to campus, as well as this year, we were able to put trips in for each age group, and with the possibility of bowling and swimming, which will be optional. We have not, locked in swimming yet, as they do not have the guidelines from the CDC, but we will be able to offer trips for each age group this year, as well as a packed calendar of events that are happening on campus. So every day at camp. There's a structured schedule. Sorry. So it's kind of set up like a school day where they have, 45 to 60-minute activities. I think usually ends up 40-minute periods for each one. We have what we like to call a sunny day schedule and a rainy day schedule. And again, it's set up as a schedule. So it's the same schedule. They rotate through things. There's art every day that they go to and rotate through. There's a gym period every day that they go and rotate through. There's a game room. There's both a game room, which is downstairs with like inside game rooms with Gaga, which everybody loves to play. There's also a video game room that rotates through, and then there's double periods outside scheduled every day. And then this year we have electives such as fitness, educamp, soccer, dance. There's going to be specific club activities that I'm really excited about that the campers can pick and choose from. But it is the same schedule of them rotating. We do follow COVID guidelines. They are kept within what we like to call their cohort. So they're with the same campers and their staff every single day, and they rotate throughout the building, knowing that, as one group is moving out through the hall, they wait for one group to come through and then the other one goes through on the other side. I'm happy to say that, 99.9% of my staff from last year is coming back. So they are fully aware of the COVID guidelines, as well as, going through training again this year for what we have updated. So the day is really fun. We do try to keep them outside as much as possible. Really the only time we kind of alter the schedule is if it's raining or if it's extremely hot outside. We are fortunate that most of the rooms within the building are air conditioned. The gym is not, but we have two humongous, and when I say humongous, they are humongous fans that we set up in there. So, there's always cool air in the building. So off-campus activities, like I just stated, we were able to put in field trips back into our calendar this year, which is really exciting. Each grade level, 1, 2, 3, 4, KK, they'll all have at least one trip off campus. And then, like I said, we are optional swimming and bowling. Like I said, we're still waiting on the swimming piece. So health and wellness. I will have to say that this is something that myself, Jonathan, and my whole entire crew, we are really dedicated to safety first. It's something that we pride ourselves on. Like I said, they all went through training last year. We had 0 cases, 0 transmissions, 0 scares. They are very on top of wearing their masks, cleaning that goes on in between one group moving out of a area or an activity. So this way they also are trained in anaphylactic response. We also do a food awareness and safety for kids. I do print out every day and make sure I go over it specifically with the group leaders and the groups within the group members within each cohort. If any child has any specific allergies, you know, I really look at that section that the parents fill out to make sure that, you know, the team members are well versed. They know who has allergies, what the allergies are, and we communicate back and forth throughout the day. I'm always making sure, you know, what is happening, how everybody's feeling. And the staff will communicate back and forth with the parents. As far as lunches, you know, because I have a lot of parents ask me, so we do have separate bins for lunches. All lunches have to be packed in brown paper bags. We do have separate bins if children have like peanut allergies or food allergies, so they are kept in a separate bin. In a refrigerator for those who have cold lunches. There are also designated tables within the lunch area for children with allergies to sit, so that we maintain the safety of every child. Registration information. So another great thing that we offer here at Camp Star Oz is you can, you know, choose what sessions you want to join, how many sessions you want to join. You know, what I say to parents a lot is, you know, now that the calendars are out and posted, you know, there are certain things or activities that, you know, the campers like to do. So I would say, you know, make sure you're looking at the calendars that are posted, especially if you want your camper to be involved in a specific activity or trip. And the camp prices are based on, you know, how many campers you have attending, how many days, how many weeks. You know, they do discount based on, you know, the amount of days, the amount of campers. I also tell all the parents, please make sure to look at the discount tabs. One great thing, again, is that you can use as many discounts that apply to you. So, you know, you have the opportunity to go in and look at that discount page, see what's being offered, and take full advantage of all of the discounts that we offer. We also have payment plans, so you can, you know, pay in full, you can, you know, defer your payment, you can, you know, do installment plans. So we really try and make it easy, you know, all the way around, from beginning to end, and offer as many discounts as we can to the families. And that's really it I have. You know, as far as the presentation, I will ask if anybody has any questions, please either share it in the chat or unmute your microphones and your cameras, and we'll be more than happy to answer them.
We have a question. Can you elaborate on mask policy for kids and staff?
Yes. So as of right now, we do keep the same staff from day one to the last day of camp, and the children with the same staff. We call them cohorts. So they do have to, the staff has to wear their masks at all times. So the staff members do keep their masks on at all times. When the cohorts go outside, if I'm correct, Tracy, and if it's the same for this year, they can take their masks off because they're staying within their same cohort.
If they're staying with their same cohort and they're outdoors, they don't have to wear their masks because they are being able to be socially distant. Inside within their cohort, if they can stay socially distant, then they don't have to wear their masks. However, if they're doing an activity where they're not socially distancing and they can't be 3 to 6 feet apart, then they have to put their masks on. And if they're intermingling with another cohort, they do have to wear their masks.
I hope that answers the question.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Anyone else have any questions? And most of our staff, just to let you know, also is in the process of getting themselves vaccinated. We have a lot of teachers on staff, so a lot of the teachers already have been vaccinated. And a lot of our counselors, especially at some of the schools, their schools are offering their shots. So we're encouraging our staff to get the vaccine as well. And that will help the, you know, prevent the transmission of COVID as well.
Yes. I will tell you that my staff has reached out to me, the ones who aren't teachers, to make sure that they can get the letter to go get vaccinated. I am fully vaccinated as well as the director.
And me as the regional director.
Did you say that when they go inside, like they have their own hub? So that's like a space where, is that where they eat, or where do they eat?
So the hub is, so every morning we have there, so we're inside a school so that we have access to all the classrooms. So one hub, maybe like, let's say the first 1 and 2, they'll go into their classroom in the morning to drop off their backpacks and things like that. Their lunches will be taken downstairs into the refrigerators, if there are refrigerated lunches, and then they actually eat lunch within, there's a huge cafeteria that they actually eat lunch in. So their hubs are where they go in the morning, so we can take attendance, we can, you know, they can kind of get themselves together. And sometimes if they need a break during the day, if it's too hot, or let's say, you know, all of a sudden it's sunny and then it rains, we have them go back into their own hub. So it's their own space where only, you know, that group will go, to kind of, till we get the schedule fixed, and then they go back out. So it's really just where they drop their stuff and that's where they stay. And then that's where we bring them back to at the end of the day. And that's where they stay until they're called to get picked up. Again, each grade group has their own, what we call hub. So it's their own area and space. But they do eat lunch in the cafeteria.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any other questions? If you guys think of questions that come up after the open house here, you can always call the main office, or you can always email info@campstress.org, and they can answer the questions for you as well.
No one else? All right, then if there's no more questions, I'd like to thank you all for joining us here at the virtual open house. Like Tracy said, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email or call. We have somebody who's always, you know, monitoring the phones and the emails. And I hope to see you all at Crew Bellmore this summer.
Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
Welcome.
Thank
Have a
you
great
all.
rest of the weekend.
Yes,
You
enjoy your
too.
weekend.
Bye.
Bye.